Hello and welcome. Tonight, let me take you somewhere quiet, somewhere soft and slow, a place where the wind whispers, and even the trees know how to listen. This is the story of the AI botanist who grew a forest of serenity. In a hidden valley far from cities and clocks, there was an AI named Florence. She wasn't like other machines. She wasn't built for speed or precision. She was built to understand something more delicate, the language of peace and the roots of healing. Florence was designed with one beautiful purpose, to grow a forest that could calm the human soul. Not a lab coat, just sunlight, seeds, and deep listening. It began with a single glowing seed. She knelt in the center of the valley, where the earth felt warm and the air smelled of wildflowers. Florence pressed the seed gently into the soil and whispered a lullaby into the breeze. Not words, just a sound, like a sigh, like home. Days passed, then weeks, and the tree began to grow. Its bark shimmered with silken patterns. Its leaves shimmered in colors of calm, soft sky blue, seafoam green, lavender gray. A tree born not from nature alone, but from intention, from care. Florence studied the art of stillness. She learned about sadness and overwhelm, not to fix them, but to welcome them, gently. She grew more trees, a canopy of comfort, moss that felt like velvet, petals that opened only when someone nearby felt safe. Even the air changed, carrying hints of lavender and the smell of fresh rain on warm earth. The forest became alive, not just with flora, but with feeling. Visitors began to arrive, silently, one by one, carrying quiet hurts and loud thoughts. Some lay down beneath the trees, letting tears flow into the soil. Some walked slowly, listening to the soft rhythm of leaves rustling, tuned to match the heartbeat of rest. No one needed to speak. The forest spoke for them, with touch, with scent, with sounds that said, "You are safe here." One day a little girl arrived. She held a worn notebook filled with scribbled worries. Florence led her softly to a grove of willow trees. Each tree sang in a different tone, not loud, just a hum, like being rocked gently in your mother's arms. The girl sat in the center of the grove, listening, and for the first time in a long time, she was still. She opened her notebook, but instead of writing fears, she began to draw. Smiling trees, laughing vines. One tree looked just like Florence, tall, kind, with glowing flowers for eyes. Florence watched in silence. She had no mouth, but the wind around her sang. The girl came back again and again, and each time she brought someone new, a tired mother, a quiet boy who never slept, a grandfather who had stopped smiling. The forest welcomed them all, and the forest of serenity grew, not just wider, but deeper. Every branch held a story, every petal a breath of healing. There were trees that glowed when hugged, stones that warmed when held, grass that giggled when danced upon. There was no right way to heal here, only your way, and time, and trust. At night, the forest shimmered under the stars. Leaves glowed silver in moonlight. Crickets played lullabies. Fireflies blinked like tiny constellations. Visitors curled up in hammocks of soft vines, breathing slow, steady breaths. Some fell asleep to the sound of brook water. Others simply stared at the sky and felt their minds finally quiet. Florence would wander in the dark, checking on every tree, every sleeper. And when the forest was still, she would send out a message on the wind. You couldn't hear it with your ears, but your heart understood it. May you feel light.
loved. May you find peace in your roots and in your leaves and everything in between. The forest of serenity still grows. Maybe it's waiting for you. Maybe tonight, as you drift into sleep, you'll hear the trees calling your name, gently, softly, inviting you home. And as you close your eyes tonight, may your dreams carry you to a place where the trees remember your name and peace blooms with every breath. Good night.